focusing on yourself is not the same as figuring yourself out. Think about it. Mhm. Most people often think that focusing on yourself means solving the puzzle of who you are. Huh? But that mindset often leads to pressure, it leads to confusion, and worst of all, it leads to burnout. Why? Because figuring yourself out implies that you are broken or even incomplete. It implies that there is a right version of you that is waiting to be unlocked. That you need to try everything to find the thing that fits. That there is a deadline or even a fixed timeline to meet an imaginary ideal. You know, this approach tends to be shaped by external expectations. And these are societal standards, comparison culture, or even the fear of being left behind. And ironically, it often pulls you further from your authentic self. Huh? Focusing on yourself is listening and becoming. True self-focus is not a task list. It is a practice of presence and alignment. It means listening deeply to your inner voice, even when it contradicts external noise. Honoring your natural rhythms, emotions, boundaries, desires, and even resistance. Becoming yourself gradually, without rushing or even performing for approval. Living from a place of intention, not urgency. In this approach, there's no timeline. There's no ideal version. There's no competition. It is just continuous becoming. In alignment with who you already are, not who the world wants you to be. There's a trap that comes with figuring yourself out. When you chase yourself like a project, you become fixated on outcomes instead of presence. You overthink every phase of your journey. You mimic others who even appear successful. You judge yourself for not being there yet. And this creates a disconnect between your mind and your essence. You become a performance, not a person. There is a power of listening. There's a power of listening to yourself. When you listen to yourself, you move at the speed of your nervous system and not your fears. You build trust with yourself by making aligned, grounded choices. You let life reveal who you are rather than forcing an identity. You create a life that's sustainable and true to your inner ecosystem. Listening is how you meet your truth, and becoming is how you embody it. You don't need to figure yourself out. You just need to feel yourself through. You're not a puzzle to be solved or even like a Kajenga game. You're a presence to be remembered. And that remembering happens not through pressure, but through intention, through stillness, through alignment, and even becoming. That's the real meaning of focusing on yourself. My people, heal. Heal.